Not just justice, the Americans love teaching the world about free speech as well. They call their country the land of the free. But of course, conditions apply, like posting what you think on social media, like criticizing the US President Donald Trump. It may cost you your visa. In fact, hundreds of visas have already been cancelled. So who's on the list? Tourists, students, even green card holders, they've lost their visas. The justification? They posed a threat to national security. The evidence? Screenshots of their social media posts. Remember, Donald Trump's re-election campaign was all about free speech, but now critical social media posts are being treated as crime. If you're traveling to the United States, our next report is a must-watch for you.
The United States is witnessing a major shift in its immigration policies. The Trump administration is reviewing all visa applications with a magnifying lens, and a new kind of crackdown is underway. The land that claims to promote free speech and the right to protest seems to be changing its colors. This month, hundreds of visas were revoked by the Trump administration. This includes tourists, students, and even green card holders. The Department of Homeland Security and the Department of State are working on this together. Their plan is simple. Go through the social media posts of all visa applicants and flag posts that may be of concern to America's national security. Posts that are against their President Donald Trump, and even posts that are seen as hateful. In fact, there's a list. Like posts that are anti-Trump or anti-Semitic, and this includes posts that are pro-Hamas, pro-Hezbollah, pro-Houthis, or any post that the Trump administration considers as sympathizing with terror groups. So how exactly is this being done? Well, using artificial intelligence. The Trump administration is heavily deploying AI to flag what it considers as hateful social media content. Till now, at least 500 visas have been revoked. This includes at least 300 student visas. The US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has made it clear that everyone is welcome in the United States, but anti-American activities will not be tolerated. Rubio also said that non-US citizens don't have the same rights as Americans. However, critics argue that all visa holders on US soil have the same free speech rights as US citizens. For now, the visa cancellations have begun. The Trump administration wants these people out of the United States, and they found a way to expedite the exit. The US is now charging $998 for each day that a person who had their visa revoked overstays in the country. That's not all. If a person stays in the US for 30 days after having their visa revoked, the Trump administration will consider jail time for the violators.
The Alien Registration Act says that if you're in this country for longer than 30 days illegally, you must register with the federal government. And when those 30 days are up, and if you haven't done that, now we can criminally charge you.
But there is some pushback. Several universities and activists are demanding an explanation. They are accusing the Trump administration of bias. While many students had their visa revoked for political activism, some were targeted with no clear evidence of being involved in political activities. However, many students are now self-deporting themselves. And Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the crackdown is just getting started. He plans to revoke hundreds of visas every day if those visa holders have made social media posts that the US considers a threat to national security. So if you're planning a trip to the United States, make sure your social media game is about memes and not political activism.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
For both sides.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.